Thank you for staying with us. Let's turn our attention to Niger State, where the government has announced a new minimum wage of 80,000 naira for workers in the state, including local government workers, effective from November 2024. The governor of the state, Bago, announced this after a closed-door meeting with the leadership of the organized labor in the state. Cheneme Bamiye reports.
The Niger State government today announced the new minimum wage for civil servants in the state after a closed-door meeting with organized labor. The governor of Niger State, Bago, declares that the new minimum wage is sustainable and the state intends to increase its reward for workers through its agriculture development initiatives.
Yeah, this is very sustainable. 80,000 naira is sustainable, and we are sure with our strides in agriculture, we'll still up it very soon. You know, we're encouraging civil servants to start to do production. We are creating civil service farms so that our civil servants will be productive. And with that, we are sure that we can even go to 1 million naira as minimum wage.
Chairman of the Niger State chapter of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Idris Lefane, says the announcement by the governor is a step in the right direction.
No, it's not commensurate to the economy right now. Because if you look at a bag of rice, 80,000 cannot buy you a bag of rice as of now. So it's not commensurate, but at least a step forward.
With the recent rise in the cost of living and the growing inflation in the country, the wage increase is expected to go a long way in helping workers cope with the current economic realities. Cheneme Bamiye, TVC News, Mina.
The federal government, through the Ministry of Justice, has inaugurated a committee of experts in the justice sector to review old laws of the country within 6 months. This review is deemed necessary as a means of an update to the outdated laws which has been operational in the country for the past 19 years. Celestina Area reports.
From 2004 to date, the laws of the Federation of Nigeria has not been revised or updated. Due to this, many federal laws emanated after this date have not been included in the laws of the Federation compilation. As part of the President's effort to promote the rule of law and access to justice in line with the policy objectives of enabling socio-economic growth and advancing legal reforms, the Attorney General of the Federation has inaugurated a committee to review these old laws. The AGF who inaugurated the committee urged them to identify outdated laws which are not in line with the contemporary needs and values of Nigerians. They are also to harmonize conflicting laws to ensure uniformity and consistency.
Identification of outdated laws which are not in line with contemporary needs or values, as well as harmonization of conflicting laws to ensure uniformity and consistency. This is with a view to attracting socio-economic growth and investment, promoting efficiency, and adapting to technological advancements. Identify outdated and redundant laws in the current laws of the Federation of Nigeria that need repeal.
Speaking on behalf of the members of the committee, the chairman, Olawale Fakponwuda, pleaded a synergy between the inaugurated team to ensure the success of the review.
So we assure you that we deliver in a manner that meets the expectations of this ministry and, of course, the wider interest of Nigeria.
I'd like to assure you that we will continue to provide support and all logistics to enable you effectively discharge your work. We're trying to set up offices, ensure we provide the right tools and technological gadgets to facilitate your work.
The committee will also identify all legislations not included in the 2004 edition of the Laws of the Federation and update same. Celestina Area, TVC News, Abuja.
And to the ill-fated helicopter that crashed into the Atlantic near Bonifim on Thursday in Port Harcourt. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau now says 2 more bodies have been recovered while 3 others remain unaccounted for. 3 persons were confirmed dead on Thursday. 8 persons made up of 6 passengers and 2 crew members were on board the aircraft when the incident happened. President Bola Tinubu has also directed an intensified search and rescue operation for the passengers. He also urged military officers involved in various activities in the zone to join the rescue mission and provide all necessary support to the Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau, the Nigeria Civil Aviation Authority, and other relevant agencies. The federal government has commenced evaluation and assessment of dams across Nigeria to test the structural integrity and environmental impact on local communities. President Bola Tinubu recently constituted an interministerial technical committee on evaluation of dams in Nigeria following the flooding incidents that affected parts of Maiduguri in Borno State. Senior reporter Prince Oba has details.
The Interministerial Technical Committee on Evaluation of Dams in Nigeria is chaired by the Minister of Water Resources, Professor Joseph Utev. The committee is mandated to undertake detailed assessment of dams in Nigeria to determine their structural integrity, impact on downstream conditions, as well as the social and the environmental conditions on riparian communities. Among the dams visited by the committee in the southeast region are Adada and Ivon dams in Enugu State, Amozari and the Inishi dams in Imo State. The Minister of Water Resources, Professor Joseph Utev, who was represented by the Deputy Director, Geotechnical Division, Dams Department, and Head of Technical Subcommittee on Dams Evaluation in Nigeria, said the findings of the committee will form an action plan that will help to solve the challenges facing dam construction in the country.
The major mandate is to critically analyze the structural integrity of dams in Nigeria and also to assess the environmental social impact of these dams on the local communities and extended environment. The findings of the committee is going to form a robust action plan that's going to solve the challenges facing dam construction in Nigeria.
After inspecting various dams in the southeast region, the committee believes that solving dam problems in the country will help check perennial flooding in Nigeria.
Dams provide water supply, irrigation, for hydropower development, but majorly it was after this flood problem. That's why the president now gave approval for this interministerial technical committee. And subsequently the ministers were inaugurated. When we finish now, we all sit now and look at some of the technicalities. We notice some things we notice at Ogwashuku Dam, some in Amozari Dam. All these things are going to form a robust action plan.
After the tour of dams across the country, the Interministerial Technical Committee is hoped to come up with practical and achievable action plan that will address the challenges of dams in Nigeria. Prince Oba, TVC News, Owerri.
An executive order and amendment to existing laws are being put in place by the Delta State government to prevent perpetrators from selling and reselling land to unsuspecting individuals and property developers. This is the outcome of the security meeting with heads of security agencies, Chairman Oshimili North Local Government Area at the office of the Secretary to the State Government. Ikena Amechi reports.
Due to the fast-developing Delta State capital city, land-grabbing activities on the rise, especially in the Oshimili North local government area, which necessitated a council to enact a bylaw last year to regulate how land should be acquired by individuals or groups. To implement the bylaw, the chairman of Oshimili North is meeting with the secretary to the state government, security heads, traditional rulers, and state lawmakers. At the end of the closed-door meeting, the Delta State government decided to have a holistic implementation involving all 25 local government areas of the state to end land disputes and encourage investors to come and invest.
Three things I said have been at the center of the challenge. Power of attorney, illegal power of attorney, land grabbing, land recovery, and land recertification. So we have agreed today at this session that the state will respond appropriately and that response will cut across the entire state, just to ensure that we nip it on the bud. The state will come up with both executive order and an amendment to the existing laws to support what we have to do. We're not saying that people who have rights over their assets should not transfer the power of attorney to anybody of their choice, but it should be legitimate.
For the chairman of the council area, this will address the incessant conflicts resulting from illegal acquisition of land, which will pave way for development.
Major resources is our land, and we don't want people messing up with our resources. Development is moving very fast into this local government, and we want to be ready so that we're able to embrace this development that is coming. So that is the reason why we are, engaging all the critical stakeholders in the local government.
It will bring sanity, of course. It will bring sanity, and it will promote peace in the local governments.
In the coming days, the Delta State House of Assembly will be amending the existing laws to accommodate the implementation, as Governor Sheriff Oborowori is expected to sign an executive order to back the action to rid the state of land grabbers. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Asaba.